Alright, welcome back everybody. I know on our last video was a short, quick little unboxing of this guy here. This is the muffler that I got. Picked it up off of Amazon. Just a cheapo little thing just to see how it works. I'm just curious. I did kind of explain a little bit more about it, but in this video, this is where we're going to get into actually taking the exhaust apart, seeing how we can mount this thing up, and I'm going to do some sound clips for you guys. So first things first, going to get this old can off. Obviously, for anyone who's curious, this is the main mounting bolt that kind of holds this whole thing on as far as getting it to shake, shimmy loose. I will have to take this little heat shield off, just kind of keeps your heels from getting melted there, but I'll take this guy off, and then there's a clamp that clamps the muffler onto the rest of the exhaust. So I'm going to take all of this apart. I'm not going to bore you guys with the details of me turning wrenches. I don't really like watching that stuff myself, so I'm not going to do it to you. So I will, through the magic of YouTube, I will be back in a minute, and this will all be disassembled. See you guys in a sec. Alright, as you can see, got the muffler off. This is a heavy boy, by the way, especially compared to this little guy. So it just kind of slips on there, and it had a little clamp to hold it on. So that's it for right this second. I was curious, so I figured I'd tune you guys in real quick what this sounds like with no muffler whatsoever. Definitely pretty freaking loud, especially if you get a little rev. But there you go. Just because I was curious, I figured you guys would want to know for sure now too. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to clean this up a little bit and start the install of the new muffler, fitting everything up, making sure everything is going to go on correctly, and then we'll go from there. So I will be back yet again in a second. Alright, so test fitting this guy on. It looks like this little tapered piece that they gave me is just about close for the pipe outlet. So what I'm going to have to do next is I'm going to have to figure out where to locate these little spring holders, and that's literally all they are. It's just a hook on a spring. This guy hooks on here, and it's supposed to hook to another spot on the actual exhaust pipe. Since I don't have anything, they did provide me with these little dudes that you can mount on here. You'll have to weld them on, but that is going to be my next job here. Is I'm going to lightly mount this guy where it needs to be on the hanger with this little strap clamp thing, and then that way it'll give me an idea of where to locate those little guys, because obviously this thing spins, you know, it may go up or down or wherever, and we're going to want to make sure that those things can hold it tight so that we're not losing any exhaust gases where we shouldn't be losing exhaust gases. So that's my next trick here, is I'm going to go ahead and strap this guy on, locate those guys, and then hopefully weld those little tabs on. I mean, obviously not everyone has a welder. I just have like a little wire feed welder for little projects like this, so it's perfect for it. If you don't have this, man, I don't know how else you would want to put these things on there that would make them stay. Maybe some JB weld or something, because they are just a little piece of metal that's going to stick on here somewhere, and then I'll just tack it on there. So I will be back yet again and hopefully have those things located and show you what goes on next. See you later. Alright, so we got this going right here. If you can see this, not the beautiful welds that I'm used to, but I got these things welded on the pipes just so we can get these spring clamps on here, and I got them on. They're holding good tension, which is good. I just kind of marked where they went and then moved, I don't know, maybe a 1/16 of an inch forward a little bit, because you can bend these guys too if you need more, but it worked out just fine. They're holding good tension. I put a little bit of this metal tape that I have on here just to make sure we don't have any leaks at this joint. And next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just put this little heat shield back on that goes right here. Make sure that fits up good with these. I try to make it so that these are a little bit out of the way, so I might have to modify that a little bit, but I don't think so. And then I will get this thing fired up for you guys. I think I mentioned this in the first video, but it does have a baffle. See this guy right here, and it's got like a little Allen screw in the bottom so you can pull it out. So I'll do a sound clip with and without so you guys can hear what it sounds like. Knowing me, I'll probably leave it out. Tend to like louder exhausts, but we'll see how it goes. I will put that back on and then we'll be right back to fire this thing up. Okay, I got it on. This guy looks good, not interfering with anything, which is nice. The spring is kind of up against it there a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be a big deal. Everything's all buttoned up. So here we go. Let's do the sound test. Sounds fairly similar to the stock one right now, actually. Just a little deeper, maybe. Let's try a little. Oh yeah, it's louder. It's nice and quiet at idle, though. It's not too bad. Well, let's take this baffle out and see what we got to work with. If you're curious, this is what the baffle looks like taken out. It actually has a little straight through blocking piece there. I guess you have another level of sound. But with it like this, you can see it's just straight through. And I'm sure it's going to be louder than crap. So let's be ready for this, eh? Let's see what we got. Oh yeah. That's neat. You can hear it. Let's give it a rip. Oh yeah. I gotta admit, it might be a little too loud for me. We'll have to do some testing. It is nighttime right now, so my neighbors probably hate me, but I'll have to do some testing in the morning and see just how obnoxious that is at speed. But there she is. Really not too difficult at all to put this thing on. I think the most difficult thing for most hobbyists is if you do not have a welder to put those little tabs on. You probably have to try to figure something else out, because you can't just put a clamp on it like the other exhaust. The stock exhaust just clamps on there, and that's a good time. But with these, and most of the universal ones are like this. A lot of slip-ons have these little spring deals. So I guess that'll set me up too, that if I want to swap it out for a different one, I already have the little hooks on there, so we can switch things out. But for right now, here it is. I'm probably going to, like I said, do some testing to see if I like the baffle in or out. But that is it for now, guys. If you like this, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more of this stuff. Maybe we'll do something else in the future. I want to check out this airbox next. So that'll probably be my next thing. I know they have those the DNA air filter kits and stuff like that, but me being the cheapskate that I am, I'm gonna try to see if I can maybe fab up my own style airbox mod. So that'll be next. So stay tuned. Go ahead and, like I said, like and subscribe on this one, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Don't forget, get out and ride.